Commander Zethka of the Vanguard fleet gazed through the view screen at the small blue world spinning lazily in the void. Earth, such an insignificant name for what appeared to be an equally insignificant planet. No energy shields protecting its atmosphere. No orbital defense platforms, no massive space stations bristling with weapons. Just a handful of primitive satellites and what their scouts had identified as rudimentary chemical rockets. "Scan confirms, Commander," reported his tactical officer, mandibles clicking with amusement. "Electromagnetic communications only, no quantum networks, no gravitational manipulators. Their most advanced vessels barely achieve 1% of an light speed." Zethka's four eyes blinked in sequence, the Kethmori equivalent of a dismissive laugh. In his 3 centuries of conquest across the galaxy, he had never encountered a species so pathetically unprepared for war. The humans appeared to possess no understanding of galactic civilization, no knowledge that they shared the universe with thousands of other intelligent species. They were alone, isolated, defenseless. "Signal the fleet," he commanded, his voice carrying the authority of someone who had glassed 17 worlds. "Standard subjugation protocol. Disable their satellites, establish orbital superiority, then demand surrender. This will be over before the next solar cycle." The Vanguard fleet was modest by Kethmori standards, only 50 vessels, but more than sufficient for a backwater world like Earth. As the sleek, diamond-shaped ships moved into attack formation, Zethka allowed himself a moment of anticipation. This conquest would secure the rare elements his empire needed while adding another slave species to their workforce. "Beginning satellite elimination," his weapons officer announced. Precise energy beams lanced out, turning Earth's orbital infrastructure into expanding clouds of debris. "All targets destroyed, Commander. The primitives are blind now." But something was wrong. Instead of the expected chaos and panic from the surface, Zethka's sensors detected an odd stillness. No electromagnetic chatter, no desperate attempts at communication. Earth had gone completely silent. "Commander," his communications officer called out, uncertainty creeping into his voice. "We're receiving a transmission. Audio only. It's unusual." "Put it through." A human voice, calm and steady, filled the bridge. "Attention, Kethmori Fleet. This is Admiral Sarah Chen of Earth Defense Command. You have committed an act of war against humanity. You have 30 seconds to withdraw beyond the heliopause or face the consequences." Zethka's mandibles clacked with genuine amusement. This time, "Defense Command? These primitives have delusions of—" "Commander!" The sensor operator's voice cracked with alarm. Energy signatures are spiking across the planet's surface. Massive power sources coming online. I'm reading. This can't be right. What is it? Gravitational anomalies, hundreds of them, all across the planet's surface. The view screen shifted to show Earth's surface, and Zethka felt his confidence evaporate. Across every continent, massive structures were rising from beneath camouflaged panels. Not buildings, weapons. Enormous cannons that dwarfed anything in the Kethmori arsenal were emerging from hidden silos, their barrels tracking toward his fleet with mechanical precision. "Impossible," he whispered. "The scans showed no advanced technology." "Sir," his tactical officer's voice was barely a whisper, "those aren't conventional weapons. I'm detecting exotic matter manipulation, antimatter containment fields. They're using technology we don't even understand." Admiral Chen's voice returned, cutting through the bridge's stunned silence. 20 seconds, Commander Zethka, and before you ask, Yes, we know your name. We've been watching your species for quite some time. How? Zethka demanded. How did you really think you were the only ones with ships that could travel between stars? Chen's laugh was cold as void ice. We've been to your worlds, Commander. We've studied your tactics. We know about Zerion, about Valdros, about all 17 planets you've burned. The implications hit Zethka like a plasma bolt. If the humans had faster-than-light travel, if they had been observing the galaxy while appearing primitive— 10 seconds, Commander. Full power to— Shields! Zethka screamed. All ships, emergency jump to— The sky opened with fire. Every weapon on Earth fired simultaneously. Not energy beams or plasma bolts, but something far worse. The gravitational cannons didn't shoot projectiles. They shot holes in space itself. Microsingularities burst into existence throughout the Kethmori formation, each one creating a sphere of absolute destruction that consumed matter and energy alike. The Vanguard fleet didn't have time to scream. In 7 seconds, 50 ships and 30,000 Kethmori warriors simply ceased to exist, consumed by artificial black holes that winked out as quickly as they had appeared. Where the proud fleet had been, only empty space remained. Admiral Chen's voice filled the void where the Kethmori fleet had been, broadcast on frequencies that would carry to every corner of the galaxy. This is Earth Defense Command. Let this serve as notice to any species considering Earth as an easy target. We are not defenseless. We are not primitive. We have been watching you all, and we remember every atrocity, every conquered world, every enslaved species. She paused, her next words carrying the weight of absolute certainty. Humanity claims no territory beyond our system. We seek no empire. But we will not tolerate aggressors. Come in peace, and you will find no better friends in the galaxy. Come with weapons raised, and you will find that Earth's children have learned to make the very stars our ammunition. Across the galaxy, on 1,000 worlds, and in 100 different languages, the same message was being received. The humans had been among them all along, watching, learning, preparing. Earth had never been defenseless. It had simply been waiting for someone foolish enough to make the first move. The primitive satellites, decoys, the chemical rockets, cover stories. While the galaxy's empires had been busy conquering and enslaving, humanity had been perfecting the art of war with the patience of a species that had learned to think in geological time. As Admiral Chen ended the transmission, she turned to her own officers in the deep underground command center that had been built centuries ago when humanity first detected alien signals. Stand down to condition yellow, she ordered, and send a message to the diplomatic corps. I think we're about to have visitors, the kind that want to talk rather than shoot. Looking up at the monitors showing Earth's surface, where the massive weapons were already retracting into their hidden silos, she allowed herself a small smile. The galaxy was about to learn that humanity's greatest strength had never been their technology. It was their patience.